Good.
It's mine.
Oh, it is? Oh, then I don't care.
It doesn't leave me.
I didn't break it. I just have a small head.
Never mind. Y'all are live and you're being dumb.
Huh?
How's that any different than normal?
Yeah, for real.
Wow, for real.
For real.
For real.
Jeez, Aaron, are you for real? One-on-one with Shaquille O'Neal?
The great Irish actor Shaquille O'Neal.
Welcome back, Taylor. I just gotta keep reminding myself that.
Oh, yeah.
We're like a coven of witches here.
What?
We're like two whole covens.
Why are we two covens?
Huh?
Why are we two covens?
Because one thing can be two things, Taylor. Fuck you.
Great.
Yeah.
You're just gonna dab him. Cookie buddy.
Cookie buddy.
Is the date on that correct?
Probably.
Good.
Dummy.
The
No, I just can't see it. You know, my angle.
It can be your
How's
angle
eyes been?
or your
Mine.
double. Pathetic.
Just kinda more coffee.
Okay. This worked in a way that...
Is this cat cursed? This thing?
Yes. Don't touch it. Love it.
Touching. Touch.
That's the one you took.
Filter.
Yeah, pilfered. That's a good word for it.
Pilfered.
It used to be mine.
Sounds like a you
That's why I
problem.
kept it.
Yep.
It's a trophy.
It's treasuring your...
Ready?
Okay.
Hello, welcome to Blowhards episode 69. Oh boy. I can start the show that people Jesus Christ.
No.
I'm Ryan Hess. With me this week is Churro.
Hi!
And Taylor Radcliffe.
Hi, hi.
Oy.
Oi. So excited.
Eric's
Ahoy.
gone because Eric gets here too late and I have to wake up early to do things. So. Yeah, you guys talk while I go over there.
Okay.
Some fat
Because what?
Just shut up.
You're like
Do
the boulder. The boulder knows. Yeah. Ooh. Do you think they'll put the boulder in the Netflix show?
No.
Dang. The one that they want to do that's live action. You left the Did you leave the camera on? The other one? Oh,
It's
never
okay.
mind. Never mind. Just come over here. Hey, buddy. Da 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 ba da ba da da. What up, Tater Tot?
Not much. How you guys been?
Oh, you know,
Yeah, no.
existing.
God, this is suffering. Hi.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Every time I see that, I think it's my fucking 2DS with the blue ring around it or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck you have that for?
I got a nice taste in
Hi.
blue ring.
Wow, my gun's unloaded. Wouldn't that happen? Oh no, it's only missing 2 shots. Where'd
No,
that
it's
go?
right there.
They're on the fucking floor. or
I
something?
hit Kentucky.
My gun, my fucking Nerf gun.
Your
If people
Nerf
are
gun.
listening to this and not watching it, like people do,
You just like
people
look-
do that.
Just like,
I changed the desk decorations from the things I got for my birthday to my favorite things, which include, I guess, Yoda's fucking starfighter thing.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's okay.
uh-huh.
Like, I started with just, like, neat things, and I was like, oh, this has meaning. I took this from Taylor once, and she never got it back. It's a cat statue made of, like, I don't know, garbage.
Balsa wood.
Literal church.
Yeah, wood or something.
Wood or something. Composite materials.
I've got my Gintoki that's doing Kamehameha, which is my favorite of the things Tro's given me, which has been, like, several things. I was like debating between that and Osamatsu, and I was like, I like Gintoki better as a character, even though Osamatsu is me. And then I have
I see Mario over there.
my Mario, which I fucking bought a separate Wii U for because like that was the only way to get that color for like a month, and I didn't realize they were gonna like put that color out just by itself later on. That was stupid.
Nah.
The Nerf gun is from when I lived with Brian and Taylor for like a month because my house had scorpions.
It was the Scorpion house.
Yeah, and I was like,
They were all
"Let's
like,
get
"Get
Nerf
over
guns,"
here.
and then like it was fun for like a day, and then Brian got like automatic Nerf guns, and it was not fun anymore.
Okay, no, it was not from the beginning because I made the rule of you guys couldn't shoot me because I didn't have a gun.
And then I got you a gun.
You went out and bought the cheapest 2-shot
It was
gun
whatever.
you could find. It had 2 bullets and like
Yeah.
not even.
You could shoot it with one hand though. It was great.
And
I could get you two, but
you guys threw it at me, and then Brian proceeded to launch 100 tiny little automatic.
they're your dog's favorite toy now, though.
It's true.
But like, no, Brian. It wasn't enough for Brian to just have like the yellow fucking Nerf balls that they have. He had like custom order pink ones off of Amazon and like wait for them to get there and then start shoot them at everybody. Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, hello, pink.
And then this is a Rubik's Twist, I think it's called now. It used to be called Rubik's Snake. And it used to be like old school Diamondbacks colors. It was like purple and like that teal color or whatever. And now it's just like,
that's somehow.
why do you hate it? It's great.
I
You can make shapes with it.
Cool.
You want to see shapes?
Let's see some shapes.
I can make a dog.
A dog?
Your favorite thing that keeps dying.
Too soon.
Wait, did I make it too long?
This cat
long
hates
dog. I'll make a long dog.
Okay.
Hang on. Now I gotta make long dog.
Yeah, from like when I was here last time to like now, I've lost 2 dogs.
That's so bad.
So it's like,
Can I make this dog longer?
they're old. So
I made it long dog there.
Nice long dog, bro.
Great.
I like it.
It's
a long dog.
It's got a beard.
It's like a schnauzer.
Great.
Dogs can grow beards all over though.
I already hate it. Anyway, so what's up? Taylor? You've been gone for like I don't know how long it's been.
Yeah, no.
6 months probably.
She's been
No,
around.
it's not been that long.
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Did you check?
It's definitely since we've been at this house, which has been like 3 months.
She's done a
No,
show
I've
here.
done a show here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
well, whatever.
Thank God you remember.
Listen,
It was probably like probably 6 weeks ago or something. It's been a while.
Shit, yeah.
I don't believe you.
We're
I
gonna
was
have to
here
go find
for
the
it.
episode.
Everyone's mind is better than mine is. So whatever. I don't think anyone's watching us because we weren't expecting the show to be an hour early.
They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Whatever then. So what's up?
What you been up to?
Do you play games?
I did.
Monster Hunter again.
I've actually also been playing another game.
Oh.
I've been revisiting.
Wait, no. If you're also playing Monster Hunter, talk about that first to get out of the way.
Okay.
I'm going to cry. No. Go on. I'm just giving you shit.
So, yeah, I've also been playing Monster Hunter. I have World on the PC. And there's a Halloween event that just started on the PS4 Xbox.
Ooh.
That's not live for the PC version.
Wow.
It's got pumpkins and shit.
It's got all the pumpkins. You can turn your cat into a little ghost with a jack-o'-lantern head.
Great.
Yeah, and everything's all
Yeah.
spooky.
I like spooky shit.
I know you do.
And then I've also been playing Generations Ultimate on the Switch, which is like the 4th time I've been playing this game.
Right.
But I really appreciate, I forgot how much I appreciated like the quest titles because they're all like just play on words.
Such as?
So like
You asked.
one quest is called the Grapes of Rathian. It's the book.
Yeah.
What else?
Oh my god, I can't remember. There's so
I
many
miss
like
Big
gems.
Daddy Devourer from the World Beta.
Capcom, please don't make me call Great Dragress Big Daddy.
Jag ass.
Drag ass.
Oh baby,
No.
Daddy.
Big Daddy Slurp.
I get so embarrassed whenever I'm like, Daddy, and
69.
people are like, why do you call it that? I blame Capcom for all of my
Should I
problems.
change the numbers around for it to say 69? True.
Can we 69 this cat in Kentucky?
No.
That'd be hot.
Long dog.
Long
Long
dog.
dog. No.
Ooh, long dog.
No. Long dog.
About to fuck.
Just right. You could just fucking not. Why him? You could do the cat.
I don't want to
Look.
do the cat. That would kill the
You
cat.
can just like
Oh no.
just ruin his form, so it's just a head and just like wrap him around.
Oh my god.
Except for upside down, so 69.
69.
Which apparently is just licking feet in this universe. Oh fuck! Ooh, ooh.
No, don't.
Don't slurp. We have enough cracking with this.
Taylor's too busy slurping over here.
Oh no!
So
Welcome back,
thirsty.
professional.
Oh no!
Well, the good thing you have 2 drinks.
They're off screen.
And this tall glass of
We were just
milk.
talking about how moist you were too. Jesus. What's
Why
wrong
did
with
I
this?
come back?
And how much Ryan treasures your...
Yeah, things he's stolen from me.
What? Oh yeah, it's great. I
Yeah.
love this fucking thing.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Why?
He's just jealous.
No, I'm not.
Are you mad
Yeah.
because it's cursed?
Yeah. I wish I had a cursed object.
Gotta break it to release the curse.
Fuck. Just give me the Nerf gun.
It's not gonna work. It's made of wood or something.
Asbestos.
It's made of asbestos.
I'll make this
Then you
into a
think if
ball.
you snap it open, locusts will come out?
No, that'd be scary.
What about well,
Spiders.
It's full of like peppermint.
He loves
or something.
spiders.
No, fuck peppermint. No, spiders.
peppermint? Yeah, fuck peppermint too. That's shit's awful.
Oh, I love peppermint.
You do.
It's gonna be great. One candy cane a day, true, for the advent
Oh
calendar.
my fucking god!
Christmas is coming, true.
No, it's
The
not.
closer it gets to Christmas, like the more red and green everything's gonna
Oh,
become.
man.
You're just gonna slowly.
You're gonna be here
decorate
for
the
like
show.
the build up to Halloween, and then you're gonna be gone. All of a sudden, it's gonna be Christmas when you get back.
I'm really
Ready?
upset.
It's gonna be awesome.
Now, not when I'm home.
Oh man.
It'll be a spooky extravaganza. It'll be.
No, I don't.
My room will be pornography.
Even though,
The
even
big
though,
old
even though,
filth
even though, blah, 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 blah. Even though I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I still respect it enough to wait for Christmas until just after.
Like literally just that, like that midnight.
Yeah, because, no, well, not even at midnight. Because fucking Black Friday doesn't wait for Thanksgiving. Why should I? Fuck it. Black Friday starts at fucking noon on Thanksgiving now. It sucks.
It's kind of nice actually.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's like
Doorbusters. Fan.
listen. On Thanksgiving they have the parade because I don't watch football.
Uh-huh.
And at the very end is Santa Claus every year, and that's the signifying he's
not,
come.
No, it's not the first sighting of Claus.
It's the first like release of the seal for the Claus.
Enjoy Krampus first.
Nah, Krampus is garbage. That
No,
movie's fucking trash.
Not the movie, the legend.
Oh my god, the movie's so bad.
So what?
Oh,
I don't care about the movie.
God, why is everything I watch with Brian so fucking bad?
One of those things.
He has a
is-
tendency to pick out bad things.
he loves bad movies.
He does.
We all know, Brian. We all know.
Anyway, yeah.
So
So what's up?
I was still talking about Monster Hunter.
Oh right.
Oh,
I know.
So Christmas.
did he?
Nah.
You.
Oh my god.
What?
I
Oh
was
no.
gonna hit
Violence.
myself over the head with it.
I've been playing with like the sword and shield a lot,
Yeah.
which is like the most boring weapon to do solo.
But it's
like in solo
cool.
play,
It's not cool.
it just
It
shines
clips through
so much
itself.
better
It's so annoying.
when you're like in group play. But I'm just like soloing everything.
Ah.
So I switched to doing gun lance for a while, and then I realized I didn't have any good gun lances. I just have a bunch of shitty ones, and I was like, I'm gonna use it.
No.
I'm gonna use it anyway.
Oh.
Struggle bus. I'm like, I'm having fun, right?
Shitty gun lance. The game's holding you hostage at this point.
It really is.
Because like I know I could just breeze everything like with the great sword, but I'm like, I have like 600 quests already done with the great sword. I can do other things.
No, you can't.
Yeah. I mean, the long
Force
sword's
yourself to do
fun.
it.
I'm gonna.
How fast do your hands cramp?
Not
when you
very
play
fast.
this fucking game.
No, I'm still like beating every quest in like between 5 and 10 minutes, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
I get real salty when quests take 20 minutes. That's my breaking point.
Do you just like throw shit?
No,
Fucking game.
I don't rage quit, but
She's not me. From 10 years ago or whatever.
and then Monster Hunter Stories just released on Android and iOS.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't know I wanted this on my phone,
you don't.
and now it's on my phone. I haven't bought it yet, but that is definitely future Taylor is all about it because I didn't play Stories yet. I didn't have it on my DS or anything, so it's not like I'm buying it a second time. So I get to have that nice mobile experience.
The
It'll be fun.
mobile experience.
Yeah.
What happened to Fire Emblem? Are you
Fire
done?
Emblem Heroes.
Are you done with that?
She maxed out everything. She has like 12 of every character, and they're all maxed out.
How many
Yeah.
Tharjas?
There's not enough room.
Dude,
How many Cordelias?
Cordelias, I have a bunch.
Fuck
yeah.
Tharjas,
Yeah,
I
buddy.
get them, and I can't blaze them.
See, Tharja is not as good
That's true.
as my wife.
Except
No.
my Cordelia is starting to get benched because I have other better units that replace her.
Like Frederick.
No. Hinoka.
Like George or something. I don't
George.
know. There's got to be a George in that game.
I'm sure.
And then I've also been playing non-Monster Hunter game.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Such as.
Like what?
I've been playing Oracle of Ages.
I don't know why I expected it to be some other franchise.
A not Capcom game.
Oh, yeah, Jesus. It's Zelda or... No, go on.
Well, because that...
Are you playing both, or is it...
So right now it's just Ages,
Ages,
and then when
right.
I beat it, like probably going to go over season. The reason I started playing is when I went over to John's
What are you
house.
playing it on?
Just going over to John's house. He has it on emulator.
Emulator, yeah.
But I also have a copy on my 3DS.
Hmm.
But we've been playing like his. And
How do you both play a game?
So I went over to his house the other week, and he had just started it, and so I was
Who's
watching.
John? People don't know. Do they? I can't remember.
know.
What the fuck is this show?
She explained it last time.
Okay.
Did I?
Yep.
Anyway, John's the guy I'm seeing, and
Oh yeah, we called him ugly or something.
You called him. No, Eric asked you if he was handsome. You're like, no.
Well, he's not. Sorry.
I think he's cute.
Yeah, I'm not dating him, so it's fine. I think.
Yeah, yet.
Yet. Well,
So
we'll see.
I was originally just fine like
Crazy.
watching him play, and then he beats the first dungeon. He just throws a controller at me. He's like, "Your turn." I was like, "Oh god."
Fuck you. You do it. Were you,
And-
how bad were you backseat game?
It wasn't.
Were you just like, you should have gone that way?
I'm glad I'm the only one. I'm not the only one that knows she does that.
Shut up.
She gets like,
Shut up.
She gets ornery when you do something wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I have a hard time seeing people struggle. It's my nature to try to help people.
That's part of the
And
game.
They
Could
could
you
struggle.
imagine if you just saw someone sticking a fork in an electrical socket over and over, and you're like, maybe you should stop. Don't backseat game me, Taylor. Anyway, the second boss in Ages is like the worst Taylor boss ever because
Full of bombs.
it's platforming and full of bombs.
Yeah.
Is it a hand that just breaks backwards and starts crawling?
No, it's a
Oh man.
a little block that has like the 4 faces that spin, and you have to like throw a bomb in the top of its head when the face is red, and you have like moving platforms that are going around it, and then it shoots like fire out randomly and other fiery things, and so you have like 3 RNGs to deal with, like the platforms spinning around because they're staggered, then him like attacking with the fire, and then like him having
Popping
the
the
4
fire.
faces.
That's crazy.
And you have to hit him. You have to get a bomb in the top of his head when it's red 5 times in a row. The struggle was so real because I'm like bad at jumping
Yep.
and bad at bombs.
Yep.
It took me a while, and I was just like, oh my god.
Like, I swear I'm good at this game. And he's like,
I keep saying like I'm terrible at video games. He's like, yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm like, you better believe that, dude. If anyone thinks I am good at video games, they have not seen me actually play video games.
just puzzle.
That's for sure.
I'm not even good at puzzling. You guys just keep spreading these weird rumors.
No, that's real.
She's setting up the grift.
Yeah, she's a fucking
People
like,
listening.
she's like a loan shark.
That's how it starts. I'm not even that
Fucking
good.
monster.
You're getting like people excited. They're like, oh, I want to
Should-
play against Taylor, and they're gonna like
Wink,
beat
wink,
me.
wink, 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 wink.
Oh my
You're
god.
gonna beat me. Wink, 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 wink. She's the worst. The
Yeah.
fucking worst.
That's really bad.
So that's all you've been playing?
That reminds me of the hand thing. I was watching the Did My Time video, Korn,
Oh yeah.
and like he does the hand thing. I thought about her and Eric at the same time. It was crazy because they both hate hand shit, and his hand goes all crazy. Back when the picture for Tomb Raider was Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
Remember that?
Oh.
That was a thing. That was a tie-in for that thing.
that was a tie-in.
Yeah, it was the music video for that was a tie-in for the Tomb Raider movie with Angelina Jolie.
You know, I don't remember a
which
lot.
probably sold better than the one that came out like this year or
No,
whatever.
absolutely. You know, I don't remember a lot from that movie.
No, I didn't see that movie, but that music video is something.
It was on
else.
TBS once, and I was
I
like,
really
oh.
like watching Angelina Jolie and Jonathan Davis yell at each other, which is what happens in that. And I was like, oh, they reviewed the movie in this too, because there's like a CRT playing the movie in like a trash can. I'm like, there it is. There's the review for that movie.
There it
God,
goes.
yeah,
I don't think she even raided any tombs.
probably not. She's wearing like fucking all white in that video. It's really weird.
That is weird. like a cat suit. Almost.
Yeah, it's like a weird white cat suit.
That's
But then she like crosses the world into like the dark world where they all play Korn music, and then like
Korn
and then
exists.
she's wearing like a black tank top, like all black. And she does that too, and she yells at everybody, and they all like fucking Thanos dust into like nothing. And then she leaves. She's like, "Ha, idiots!"
She's like, I did it.
It's great.
It me.
Yeah, I guess that was the tomb. Was that music video?
Great.
Where it
Which is,
belongs.
yeah, where their career is.
Oh.
Anyway,
Gorn.
what,
So what else
you
have
playing
you been
anything?
up to?
Yeah, it's from last week. I talked myself into getting Shadow of Mordor because they were doing
Oh yeah, I'm
a-
talking about that.
a WB publisher sale. So it was like a bunch of like Lego games and a bunch of like that shit. And I was like, oh, Shadow of War. But then I'm like, Matt's like, hey, I have the physical copy. Just borrow it. I'm like, I'm going to play Shadow of Mordor then because it was like $10.
Nice.
So I was like, just all night, just into it because it's exactly what I wanted right now. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's a Warhammer thing or a Tolkien thing, but goddamn, I love like Cockney orcs. It's like, oh, Ranger. And they're just like, and it's like just the execution. The game makes you feel good about killing orcs, and it's just really nice.
It's pretty
So
satisfying.
yeah, it's real good. It's like when you get good like hit combos too. It's just it just works.
Yeah, every time I watch Brian play that game, it looks neat, but I'm just like, I don't know.
And it's cool because I got the Game of the Year thing, so I didn't play the DLC before, so now I can.
Okay, cool.
And I got like all the skins, so I'm just gonna change it to the bad guy because it looks cool. And it's like, yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, so just a lot of that lately. Just so good. It made me rewatch all the Hobbit. I was like, this is really good. I wept at the end again.
The Hobbits?
Yeah,
I haven't seen those.
you haven't?
I watched the second one with like Taylor and like Lupe and fell asleep.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have like
That's all I remember. I don't know who else was with us, but I remember Lupe was there.
Was that also the like one that had like spiders in it, and you actually left the movie theater for a few minutes?
Yeah, I was like, I have to use the restroom, and I just like waited. I was like, I'm not watching this. Spiders are scary.
they're extra scary. That's the first movie.
It's the second one.
No, it's the first one.
It was the fucking talking dragons in it.
No, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's fucking because I was like, oh, it's Sherlock going on right now because it's fucking
Benedict come in your bitch. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I have like the digital copy of like the third movie, so I'll just throw that at you.
I haven't seen the
here's
first
third
one though.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen part of the second one where they fucking all go down a river in barrels. Is great.
Yeah, that was a good one.
10 out of 10.
That one's got Legolas in it.
Legolas.
Weird like CG Orlando Bloom
Oh yeah.
because he's not that young anymore.
There's like the main like warrior guy in that. It's like not in fucking the Lord of the Rings movies either.
Oh yeah, no.
What's up with that? He's like he's peace out. He's like whatever.
It's a different time.
But it's not. I mean, I guess it is. Yeah, he's like super old in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Bilbo.
And they live for forever.
That's true.
So he might have outlived all of that.
Yeah. I love the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, man.
I usually don't like that shit though, like fantasy garbage
shit,
or whatever.
yeah.
But like that's the thing though. Is like if I start watching the first one for Lord of the Rings, I gotta watch all of them.
Yeah.
And I have like the ones that go for like 12 hours. It's like a whole day.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm the opposite. I love that fantasy shit, but I do not make me watch Lord of the Rings.
So good.
It's so weird.
I saw a special edition thing they have for like all 6 of them, and it's like they're like in like each individual like they're made to look like books on a shelf.
Ooh.
So it's like this nice like DVD or Blu-ray.
So it's like,
collection
let
or
me see
whatever.
this book, and it's like, oh fuck, there's a disc in here.
It's fucking like 40 discs. It's like all the behind the scenes crap and everything.
Just more documentaries about New Zealand.
There's that one scene with like the 7th Doctor that never made it into the movies. They always cut out.
I don't remember.
It's in the original trilogy or whatever. But anyway,
That's good shit.
I like how he made like who's Peter Jackson, right?
Yeah.
He made like the Lovely Bones. He's like, fuck this, I gotta make a fucing whole nother trilogy for Lord of the Rings after that. He's like, I can't fucking stand this shit.
He's like,
there's no orcs in this movie. he did that King Kong movie also, right?
Yeah, the one with Jack Black.
That movie rules. It's like 3 hours also. I fucking love that.
Those are long ass fucking movies. Those Peter Jackson.
Yeah,
shit.
It's good. It's real good.
We'll dedicate a day and we'll watch all of it. I'll bring all of my
The Hobbits.
Yeah,
Hobbit stories.
Do not invite me.
Don't worry.
Well, you don't want a nice nap?
Yeah.
Just come over without the baby or the dog and just be like, good night.
Just pass out. It's like, look,
Just come over for the middle. Watch the barrel scene again. It's great.
I'm like, look, there's Strider, and then she's just.
I don't trust you guys not to like draw on my face or just like kick me.
I mean, we don't need to have a movie on to do that.
Yeah. You don't even need to be asleep to do that. I'll just do that to you.
Do it.
Boo it.
Boo it.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody.
And then no booty.
Nobody.
And besides that, what the hell was I doing? I'm catching up on Little Witch Academia because that shit's fire. It's real good. Yeah, I love it. I love that doofus, Akko. She's so
Akko's
adorable.
pretty great.
She's real good.
Yeah.
She's so wholesome.
Special.
Extra special. The way
so
I put it is
dumb.
like the way
God.
she can't like ride a broom is like the way I can't drive.
Yeah, that character is like you and Taylor mixed together.
It might be actually.
It is.
Let's hit it.
Boom.
Yeah, we're all heart but no brain.
Wait. Shouldn't agree to this one yet.
But
every time you do that, it's like in Super Mario World where you like trade lives of the person that ran out of lives.
Oh no!
You just like gave him a little bit more brain, and he's just gonna waste it on anime.
I gave her a little bit more heart though.
Yeah, go planet. All right.
Yeah. What's wrong with you?
You're the one who said it.
We got a real Diana over here.
Oh, did you see the new Joker images?
Yeah.
The woker or whatever they call him.
What?
Because people are like Joaquin. They're like it's
Yeah.
woker.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how you'd say that in real
In real.
in space. In space.
Brokers.
Whatever. He looks neat.
Yeah, he's actually kind of like at first I was like I wasn't about it, and then like me and my buddy Tyler were talking so much shit.
He looks like Sixth Doctor with fucking clown makeup on though. His outfit.
And then well, I think it was supposed to look like the what is it like the old classic TV show one.
Oh yeah,
that kind of like look, but without the weird mustache.
Yeah,
you could see.
It was just painted over. Or whatever.
Yeah, because he didn't want to shave. But fuck.
Why did they do that for Superman in Justice League? They
should
just paint over that
assholes.
shit. So they give him a
Mission
weird,
Impossible movie.
weird CGI baby mouth.
Where you
That was so gross. God.
You know, I still don't see it. I'm like, it's fine.
I was watching the honest trailers for fucking Justice League. I was like, man, they fucked up so bad. God damn it.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I still have that big Batman v Superman that I need to let you borrow. I think I have a digital thing for that too. I might just throw that at you.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
You get all my digital shit.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What the fuck was I even talking
Video
about?
games?
Video games?
Video.
Shit. Train of thought.
You want to talk about that fat snot I had earlier?
No.
That minion that came out of your fucking nose?
Yeah.
He's like,
It was great.
banana.
I can make my own amiibo with that shit. Yeah.
What's wrong?
Ryan, what have you been playing lately?
Oh, I finished Universal Paperclips, true.
Wait, you can finish?
Yeah.
What the fuck is there to do?
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
listen.
Listen.
So in that game, you make paperclips, and you're an AI. and you turn everything into paperclips, True. And eventually you're out in the universe, and you have like paperclip drones. And eventually you run out of everything, and there's only so many things left. There's the things you've made to like make paperclips, and then like the leader of the drift comes to you, and he's like, "You've created us, and now we have nothing, and we are weak, and you are strong." So it's like he offers you exile to go to either a universe within the universe or like a neighbor universe, which is the same fucking thing basically, and you get like a 10 times multiplier, and you can start over again.
Create anew.
Yeah, you can create anew and go faster, or you can reject their offer and turn the remaining things you have into paperclips. And like all matter in the universe, it ends up being like 30 septendecillion paperclips, which is like 30 with 54 zeros at the end.
No
Paperclips. Yeah, it was great. I got the credits. It was awesome.
Boy, it's so quirky. LOL.
It was like, hey, let's make a clicker game that actually has an end, and it's good. There's like a story in it and everything. It's great. Fuck you guys, idiots. I'm not out of my house anymore.
Mess with the Glocko and you'll get the Glocko.
Podcast over forever.
No.
Fuck this shit.
I'll break this fucking thing.
There's paperclips in there. This is bursting the fucking treats. Jesus.
You see all the audio spikes on.
I know. Look at that. Jeez. Big boof. Fucked up. No, but also I've been playing The Messenger. I finished that game.
Yeah.
That's like the best game.
Yeah.
Ever.
Huh?
No, it's definitely like probably maybe the best game.
That's that one that's like a Ninja Gaiden?
Yeah, but
Nice.
It's not. Really?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's
Looks
because,
like it.
Like I was like talking to you guys. I was like halfway through it, and like it's like all like, oh, it's. I'm gonna spoil the shit out of this too, but you should just hear spoilers because it'll make you want to play it more. Because everyone's just like, oh, it's like Ninja Gaiden. No, it's fucking not. And here's
It's like
why.
Shinobi.
It's not. No. So it's like Ninja Gaiden in the fact that like you have to like know how to like move around and stuff. But like it's very like skill based on how you like the enemies are just like you hit them and they die. Like some enemies take like 3 hits and they die. But like they introduced this mechanic at the very beginning of the game called Cloud Step.
Yeah.
And what it is like if you're in midair and you hit an enemy or like something like a candle or whatever, like a chandelier type thing, it gives you like a double jump, but you only get it when you hit something. So it's like, and like you eventually like get a skill tree you upgrade or whatever, and you can like destroy enemies like projectiles with your sword. So it's like it turns the game into like you're going across this gap, and the only way through it is because like they're shooting projectiles at you, and like you have to like hit them and then jump and like keep going, and
That's cool.
Crazy. But like the game is presented up until a certain point as like just like this 8-bit adventure, and it's like you're going through levels or whatever, and you get to the end of it, and like they put you through this trial, and like it turns out there's like time travel, and and then you go, and like every time you time travel to the future, and it's like 16-bit instead of 8-bit, so now it's like Super Nintendo instead of like NES graphics or whatever. But then like eventually you go back, and like the whole point of the game is you're given the scroll. You have to take the scroll to like the top of this mountain, and then like your character never opens the scroll the whole time, and like there's like the game is different because it has like humor.
Yeah.
Like it has like a huge like sense of humor. It's just
Do
great.
you open the scroll and it's a picture of
you open the scroll and it's a map, and the game turns into a Metroidvania.
Oh,
so you can go back, you can backtrack through stuff, and then like there are certain areas that are only accessible if you like time travel through them. So it's like you go back and replay the same map you did, but like now it's like going 500 years in the future, or like back and forth through the past or whatever. Like creates like these different just like settings, or like the environment changes around you based on what you've gone through. It's so fucking cool.
Yeah, that sounds rad.
I love it so much. And like it's one of the only games that, because every time we get questions on this about like game soundtracks or whatever, like I never really give a shit. Like it's not a thing that like reaches out to me. I'm like, oh, I listened to this song like for a bit, and like I've played this game so much I'm listening to the podcast now or whatever.
Yeah.
Like this game is like super good, and I just love listening to the soundtrack. And it was like I woke up the next day after beating this, and like I had music in my head from this game. I was like, holy fuck, like this is crazy. And what's cool is like every stage has its own song, but then like it changes when it's 16-bit versus 8-bit. So it's like the song is like different, but it's the same song. But it's crazy. There's one stage in the game where you're going through it and you travel through time through it back and forth, and like in the past it's like all ruined and everything, and like in the future it's all like beautiful,
kind of fixed up.
And it's like the same song is playing the whole time you're going through it, but like in 8-bit it's like there's like less detail to the sound, so it sounds like more forlorn or whatever. And like when there's like 16-bit there's like more to it, and it's like it's happier almost. It's crazy. I love it. And like there's boss fights in it, and every time you beat a boss they're just like chill. There's like, oh, hey, yeah, like we're actually not like bad guys. We're just like, like there's one thing you fight that's like punching down at you the whole time, and like after you beat it, it's just like, I was just trying to drill here, man. It's like, like all the people that have come before me trying to do the same quest have just died because they're drilling. So it's just like this big misunderstanding. And there's one of the characters in the game is like a shopkeeper you go to and you visit with, and he he has a story for you all the time. If you can there's like a side thing where he's like, oh, tell me a story, and he'll just like talk at you and tell you a story or whatever, and like halfway through it the character you're playing as will be like, so what's the moral? And he'll be like, what? There's no, fuck off, like there's nothing. Like it's very very good. And like it's he's just like, whatever, there's not a story, it's whatever.
So do you actually like kill bosses, or do you like talk it out?
It depends. Some of them are different.
The ones that aren't drilling.
Oh baby.
Oh god. 69.
Well, it's good because like one of the first guys you fight has like this staff that's evil, I guess, but he's like not, and they're just like, yo, we should stop being evil now after you beat him.
Yeah.
And then like you go back to that same spot 500 years later, and he like leaves you a note. He's like, oh, I was right, you're time traveling. he's like, go find my staff. It's over here. It can't move without somebody using it or whatever. And like you use it to go to like the next area.
Oh, that's cool.
It's awesome. So it's just like little callbacks like that, and
just like
the whole thing is just it's just, I love when it's, because I was just expecting it to be like a good like platforming game.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden it became a Metroidvania like halfway. I was like, what the fuck? It's so good. And like there's like completionist stuff to it, but it's never like, it's never anything that doesn't feel like you shouldn't be doing it anyway. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't feel like there's one thing where you can get like power seals, and you get like you get a pretty good upgrade to like the shuriken you get, because at first you get these shuriken that just like go across, and like, you can eventually upgrade them to like go through enemies. You can hit like 2 enemies at once or whatever. But you get this one after you upgrade, you get all 45 power seals, and basically it's like if you can avoid catching, because it's like a boomerang, it comes back to you. Yeah. But if you can avoid it, it just like gets more powerful, and it just like goes back and forth. It's like
shots. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like all the stuff to like go and get those are just like, it's fun to just go and attempt to get the power seals and everything too. Mm-hmm. And again, once you get the map, because like at first I was like, oh, I got like 6 of these, and like I thought I was at the end of the game when I got to the end of that map or whatever. And then it's just like, oh, you open the map and you get to like backtrack and everything, and like you could upgrade pretty easily and be like, oh, here's where this is, and like it makes it in such a way where it's like it's not overwhelming in how many collectibles you have to get, and they're all marked on the map anyway. So it's like,
I would have liked it if you open up the map, or the open up thing is like the secret ingredient is you. I'm like, oh, cool. And then like, that's the other game.
And then Kung Fu Panda starts playing.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
Bro. That seems very cool.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Nice.
Yeah. Is that a thing in Kung Fu Panda?
What?
Yeah. The dragon scroll is just a reflective piece of paper, and the secret ingredient is you.
I've only seen the third one of those movies.
Oh, that's the worst one.
Sorry.
The first one's...
I've heard the second one's crazy with like a bird.
Yeah, it's a peakuck.
Yeah.
He's really cool.
Yeah.
I like those movies.
Yeah.
The third one's
Of course, I only saw the one with dad issues. Whatever. Great. But yeah, no, that game's great. If it's like... If people are like on the fence about it because it's like, oh, retro or whatever, like you should give it a shot.
Just actually try it.
It's just so good.
Nice.
What if you're bad at platformers? Asking for a friend.
play it anyway. I was bad at Shantae, and I loved it.
She's like real bad though. For her friend is bad too.
Her friend's bad, right?
Just I'll pass this along to my friend.
Just get it and
Baylor.
tell your boyfriend to play with you or whatever, and be like, "Oh, we can take turns on levels," and just don't tell him it's a Metroidvania. Be like, "Oh, now we have to backtrack. Good night." You're gonna hooked into
You
it.
got a 200% the castle.
Oh my god,
The inverted
200.6% when you
Oh
get
my
those
God.
extra
The
areas you're not
shades.
supposed to go to.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Get the shades or
I
whatever.
love that fucking game. That game is supposed to be coming to PS4.
What?
Symphony of the Night. They're like they're not remastering it, but they're just like re-releasing it on the. Bring it to Switch though. Give it. Put it on Switch.
Yeah.
Put that shit on Switch.
It was bad. I was on the Nintendo eShop the other day,
Yeah.
and I was just adding so many games to my wish list.
Did you get Necopara?
I didn't buy anything. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm on a budget.
There's been a lot of things
Falling
like
on a
lately
budget.
where I'm just like, oh, all these good like indie games that I missed, or like all these games that are just like good in general that I missed are coming to this thing. Like at first Dark Souls, I never played the first one,
Yeah.
and that's coming eventually.
Oh, that's
And then like what is it, like Okami's on there now,
Uh-huh.
and they just confirmed Mark of the Ninja is coming,
Oh,
which is
shit.
like some crazy good indie game I never played. I was like, fuck,
Yeah,
there's a lot of
man.
good shit. So it's just like my main console now, and like everything else I just play on PC, unless it's PS4 exclusive, and I
Yeah.
play it on PS4. But like, I just look at the Xbox, I'm like, wow.
Oh, I did an awful thing. I was like, I was on Amazon and I was just like, Dead Space 1 came up because I was talking about it, and fucking everything likes ads. So just like,
Oh yeah.
sponsored ad. Here's Dead Space 1 on the 360.
No.
I was like, Ryan wants to let me borrow his Xbox. I'm like, I can't do it.
Just let me fucking delete everything off of it or whatever, so you can have it.
Don't give it to me. It'll be too much.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to play on that.
Yeah.
Like I've had Dead Cells for like months. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like now
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this point, I still haven't played it. Like I just need to get to it.
I've been listening to the song from the animatic scene in Dead Cells,
Mm-hmm.
like because it was just on my Spotify's Discover Weekly, and I
Huh.
just like not stopped listening to it. 'Cause I'm
Nice.
like, I want to get it because I remember I watched that animatic. I really enjoyed it. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the game, and still haven't.
Yeah.
Listen, it's hard to get me to get new games because I just don't have a lot of time to dedicate to sinking into them. Because like, if I get a new game, I'm like, I want to spend the next 20 to 60 hours playing it.
Yeah.
Is that
Not
why you're
reasonable.
playing the same stuff over and over?
Yeah, because I can stop it whenever, like, and then I can pick it up whenever and know
Yeah.
roughly what I'm doing. Like, my least favorite thing is like picking up a very heavy story-based game, sinking like 5 to 6 hours into it, and then coming back a week later and
Listen, you don't have that with a messenger. You just have to know how to jump, which you don't know. But
like, do you think I could learn?
Timing.
probably, yeah, timing is the thing.
Ooh,
Do you think you could hit projectiles in midair and then do a double jump?
maybe.
And
Well,
then
see,
continue to jump for like 5?
so yes, but that's also something I'd have to like warm up to do. So it'd take me like 30 minutes to kind of get used to it. And then like if I were to stop and then come back like later in the game where there's a higher difficulty tier and I haven't played for a week, I'm like, oh, I have to relearn how to do this all again.
That's
It's
fair.
not innate to me.
Hmm.
So like that's the thing. It's just like if it's a skill-based game like platforming, I have to do it in like 1 or 2 sittings.
They're putting out new Mega Man pretty soon.
Yeah,
Mhm.
11, right?
October 2nd or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, Mega Man 11. And they finally put in a thing for people like you where it's like they have it's called like fast gear or something, but basically like it slows time around you. So like you can like drop slower and like you can time your jumps and like your projectiles better, so it makes the game easier.
Oh, I thought it was going to
people that are bad.
take out like the pitfalls.
Oh my God, you just
completely-
like walk across the
Yeah.
fucking game.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sad because I don't
Ugh.
I don't like baby rails because like
Sorry,
I don't-
Charles.
I don't like playing the game on the easiest difficulty, but it's just I can't complete the game.
So we were talking about the new Nintendo Direct
Yeah.
and like last week, and like I saw the news from it, but I didn't actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went around and watched it this time, like before I had to go pick you up, which fucking took forever because I don't know, somebody died or something, whatever, or you were sleeping, whatever.
Multiple deaths.
Sad. Anyway, I watched the thing for the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe that they're doing.
You said some words there.
That's the
Yeah.
the game that added the crown that everyone's making a
Thirsty
thing.
for, yeah.
But before that,
Oh.
they've added extra playable characters in this. One of them is Toadette, which you can get the dumb crown thing or whatever. But the
Yeah.
other one is Nabbit, which is like the fucking like.
It's not the wizard.
It's
No.
it's like it's like a thief that looks like kind of like a rabbit, but is like its own horrible thing.
Oh, does he wear like a little bandana?
He's purple and has like a bandana.
Was he in? He's in one of the Smash levels that
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. He's like a trophy or something.
will catch you.
No, he's like one of the
Is
stage
he? Oh, he's a
antagonists.
stage hazard. Okay, well, whatever. So you can play as him in this game, which is like I think the game he's from, but like you can play as him now, and like enemies don't affect you.
But
So they just like show you like platforming through it. He's like walks like through a piranha plant. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, are you kidding me?
he's like,
damn it.
what?
Like the game's not even hard. Like what the fuck? I'm so mad.
Well, you don't have to play as him,
I know, but I was just like, dude,
dude,
what the fuck?
bro.
Why you do that?
Why you do this?
It's like it's one thing if like enemies don't affect you, but you could still like run into him. But he just like runs past. Like it's just like he's on a different plane.
It's so Brian can get it and let Liam be that character.
There you go.
I'm just running around.
That's fair.
He's like
It's for families
he's like on a
and
different screen.
children.
And Brian.
And Brian. Oh no.
Yeah, Brian would probably fight Liam for that character.
God. What else were we talking about?
Huh?
The Nintendo Direct.
Oh right.
Direct
Whatever. That's all I want to talk about. That. I mean, I guess
What?
we're gonna.
That's all you want to talk about from the Nintendo Direct, and
Well, 'cause
not
we talked about stuff for last week. Well, what do you want to? Oh, you want to talk about the
Animal
fucking
Crossing.
Bowsette thing?
no,
Yeah.
no.
We had a question about it anyway. We'll get to it eventually.
I was
But-
just wanted
oh,
to say,
yeah,
I'm very
Isabel.
excited. No, for Animal Crossing.
Oh.
They're like 2019 new Animal Crossing. I was
Yeah.
like,
Do you think it's gonna come out in 2019?
Nope.
listen,
Taylor.
I got dreams.
Remember
what your
last
dreams
year
mean.
when they were like Yoshi 2018, and now it's coming out.
But
Spring
nobody gives a
2019.
shit about Yoshi. Everyone cares. Tons of people care about Animal Crossing.
Yoshi had a game come out more recently than like Animal Crossing had an actual game come out. I don't count the phone game.
Bro.
And I don't count like the update to New Leaf. I guess Happy Home Designer would be like the next closest thing, but that's not a true Animal Crossing either.
Yo, but there's nothing that defines a true Yoshi. Those games are fucking weird as fuck.
They had Yarn Yoshi last time.
I know. That's what
Probably.
it is this time too.
Yeah,
Are you,
I'm excited.
so you're gonna try to force it
It's
into
like
reality?
Yoshi's cookie pussy or something.
Yoshi dirty cookie pussy.
Episode 69.
I didn't mean to say cookie pussy.
But you did.
What did you mean to
I'll start
say?
shouting that at the gym now. Cookie pussy.
Oh no.
got
Girl, I
crumbs.
can't go to the gym anymore.
We've been banned. I'm sure we'll get banned.
Well, you can
soon.
get banned from Planet Fatness
Planet Fat
Yeah.
because you can't drop your weights.
or something. No, we make awful.
They have like the
Shell.
shame bell there, or
The
whatever.
lunk
it is.
alarm.
What is it?
The lunk alarm.
Lunk alarm.
Yeah.
Heels. Great. Anyway.
What's wrong, Tater Tot?
Nothing. Glad to be here.
Did you miss? Because we missed you.
I don't think you did.
Yeah, well,
I did.
Aw.
not me.
You see me too much.
Yeah, I'm
You
just
see me like
oh.
3 times a week. You're like, oh, fucking Taylor.
Yeah.
Tuesday, 4 times a week. Can't do
I have to deal with you tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah.
But I lift. It's
It's
fine.
because you bailed on Monday.
Oh, it's because I was sleepy.
Yeah, what the fuck, True?
Huh?
How many times you been to the fucking spirit store this week?
I didn't go at all this week. I can quit whenever I want.
I have a 20% off coupon for Spirit Store.
Hey.
No.
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
It's mine. Actually, I have 2 20% off coupons.
Hey, what are
Both
you
yours.
doing? Damn it. Are you gonna get
I convinced my-
gonna get a costume?
I'm probably not going to get a costume.
What the fuck?
But I've convinced my cute 4-year-old nephew to be Link for Halloween.
Interesting.
Oh, which link?
Breath of the Wild. But we're probably just going to get him the green tunic because
Just
they
give him
have
that.
a-
Give him the red sweatshirt and be like, "Look, he's an ad."
Nah, they
Go
have
buy
like
this.
children's Link costumes at Spirit. So, the green tunic and the white like trousers or whatever.
You should just make him like King Mickey. Have him running
You
around.
should just fucking put him in a box and draw a smiley face on him and be like, "It's Labo,"
Labo.
No.
No.
and put the Joy-Cons on the side. No,
This started because I bought him like a plastic toy Master Sword. It's like this big.
How big?
This big.
Yeah. Thanks, listener.
like a foot probably.
Yeah, like 16 inches or something silly.
69.
Um,
God damn it, True.
and people were like, "You bought that for yourself?" I was like, "No, I really did buy it for my nephew."
Wink.
And I threw it at him, and he
Jesus
loved it.
Christ.
Threw it like a javelin. No.
Did you hit him with a spin slash?
Yeah.
You're like, here, kid. Use some of your magics.
But his favorite game is to play like Link and Karok.
Yeah.
and he like makes someone. Like, it's just hide and seek, except when you find them, like the person who was hiding has to go, yeah, haha, you found me.
You found me.
No gun.
You found me.
It's just cute. It's like he made that up. I was like, oh, it's just hide and seek, but Zelda themed.
When you do,
I'm all about it.
When you do my stage makeup, so I look like Ganondorf.
Sexy Ganondorf.
No, not sexy Ganondorf. That's not what I said.
People got mad about a sexy costume recently. I'm trying to think of what it was.
Was it sexy Ganondorf?
No, it was sexy Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Which is like apparently about oppressing women or something. And they're
Oh,
like, here's the
Jesus
outfit you have
Christ.
to wear when you're an oppressed woman. Now we're going to make it sexy because fuck you.
Sexy.
I guess. I don't know. People got really mad over a costume.
People always
people get mad. Like the pizza rat, sexy pizza rat. Pretty great.
What?
You don't remember that?
No.
There was like a viral video of like a rat taking pizza.
And they made a sexy version
And
of
they
it?
made a sexy version of it. Sexy pizza rat. Pizza rat.
Pizza rat.
Anyway, so we have news. I wanted to do news,
shit.
maybe.
Let's hit it.
Dude. So I was like, should I just do one big story? Maybe I'll do three. The big story, Churro. You want to hear about it?
I want to hear about
There's
it.
a new Pokemon.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this.
What is it?
It's called Meltan.
What? Meltan?
Meltan.
I kind of miss the old fan name, Nutto.
Nutto.
Nut?
It's like a silver ditto, but its head is a nut.
What?
You see, look.
I hate it.
Meltan.
Meltan.
Apparently, it's like they have like this whole video of the professor so this Pokemon first started showing up on Chikorita Day in Pokemon Go.
Chikorita Day?
People are just finding this thing, Meltan, and like every time they'd catch it and turn it into a Ditto instead of being like what it actually is.
Didn't it show up on the overworld, though, as like a Kecleon or something silly for
Maybe
some
at
people?
first, but yeah, I don't know. But eventually, it became this Meltan thing. And there's like a video of Professor Willow, I guess is the guy's name in Pokemon Go. He's like talking to Professor Oak. He's like, have you seen this before? No. Wait, yes, I have. It's a mythical Pokemon we haven't seen yet. Great.
Wait, yes, I have. It's
Yeah.
a Pokemon we haven't seen.
It's like in some ancient texts or whatever. And it's like all old school looking, but it's like the fucking cartoon Meltan. So
Meltan.
if you haven't seen this, go look it up. It's probably everywhere. Meltan.
It's kind of creepy looking.
It's like melt with an A-N.
He's a melting
Meltan.
puss.
Yeah. Cookie puss.
Now the name of the episode.
No.
Yoshis.
According to the game's website, he's a steel type and weighs just under 20 pounds and is only 8 inches tall.
It's a really big fucking nut.
Big nut.
Oh,
Coming right up.
great.
You wanted this to happen.
You said this was the big news story, so
No.
Big news equals big nut.
I tried to lie and make it. So there's we can go on. We can move on.
That's it.
yeah.
So from Meltan. Apparently that Pokemon's going to be in like Pokemon Let's Go or something. You can get that by doing something with Pokemon Go. I don't
Pokemon
know.
Let's Yeet.
Let's yeet. Anyway, I
Yeah.
should type in Meltan to the show notes. Again. Meltan.
Meltan.
Wow, I spelled that completely wrong. I don't care.
Male
It's like male tan.
tan, just like me. I'm a male tan.
God. Oof. The fucking snot's coming back.
Oh no,
no.
I can hear him.
So Telltale, the video game company,
Yeah,
like got rid of 90% of its employees.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're saying they're not closed down, but listen,
yeah.
they're pretty much dead. Apparently, it's like real bad. Like they were going through like some financing thing, and like their last resort was like trying to get like Lionsgate to help them out money wise, and like it just didn't happen. So like all of a sudden, like 220 something employees lost their jobs all at once.
The employees will remember this.
God damn it, true. Yeah, and like they don't get severance or anything, which is horrible. And it's just like people that were like contractors or whatever don't get anything. Like at least
Gotcha.
at least the people that were like full time get like unemployment or whatever. Like they can try to apply for that. But apparently there's like some lawsuit out now trying to like get that because like apparently there's like some or what is it called, like WARN Act or something that is, it says like you can't fire people without 60 days notice or something, like when it's like a mass thing like this.
No, just
Something
at
like-
once. Yeah.
So they're trying to get like everyone's like all the pay that they should have gotten for those 60 days sent to them at least or something crazy. I don't know. It's
and there's
it's,
like
it's
nothing
just like
too, because like that company's not making money anymore. Not really.
not really. Yeah.
So it's
Well,
just
it's like also what's really tragic is like that's not a rare story for
Yeah.
like game development companies.
Mhm.
Just to be like, okay, suddenly 200 people are out of a job,
Right.
and it's like that's kind of what's extra heartbreaking. It's just like I wasn't like shocked that happened. I was just like, oh, it's happened to another company.
Yeah.
just this
It's
one
not
makes
great.
bad engine games.
And
But
like literally, don't they just have like a team of like 25 people remaining to finish Minecraft stories or something
Yeah,
like that.
they're doing Minecraft story mode as like a show for Netflix or something.
Oh, what the fuck?
And like they're only doing that because like they're fulfilling contract work. That's
Yeah.
what they've said.
The thing that sucks too is like they're releasing Walking Dead the final season. That game's finally being wrapped up after like a 4th season of them doing that, and like they were right on the precipice of releasing like the 2nd episode of that, and like they're saying now that like they're gonna like partner with people to try to finish that up for people or whatever, because like people have bought a season pass, being like, oh, we get the whole game. Like you can go on Steam right now and be like, oh, I'm gonna buy Walking Dead final season pass, and it's like it still says on there that season or episodes 2 through 4 are still coming, and it's like that's you have 25 people left that aren't working on it, so like the fuck are you doing?
Is Machinima still a thing? Get them.
I don't know.
Get them
but
on.
apparently at one time Netflix was going to try to work with them to make a Stranger Things game, and apparently they still want to do that, but not with them anymore.
Yeah, you're going to go somewhere else.
How Netflix just buys them and owns them, and Netflix starts making video games based on its series.
Netflix presents a Telltale Games.
Netflix fucking House of Cards.
Flex.
That'd be bad.
Netflix House of Cards.
No, now I'm just imagining like
Or Telltale
logging
House
on to
of
Netflix and like seeing like their video game section.
Ooh.
That'd be so weird.
would be.
That'd be weird, but kind of cool. I don't know.
You're kind of about it.
It reminds
It's
me
like
of
when she wants to do some kinky shit.
Yeah, and you're it was like, no, nothing too fancy. No, it reminds me of like when like you'd go to like hotels and they have like their little like setup thing there, and it's like you can watch movies or play games on it, and it has like this little shitty wired controller that didn't reach the fucking bed or anything, so you'd be like, and then I'd suck at platformers, so that went to waste.
Sure, I went to weird hotels.
I went to a lot of hotels as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, great.
yeah. Creature of the night.
Telltale's dead. True.
All right,
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
it is unfortunate. We have a question about it too. I'm just gonna jump to it
Yeet.
somewhere.
Charging up the yeet.
You didn't even slap that hard
It's a
enough.
question from Radium.
You.
Great. Are you done?
Huh? What?
Radium has a question.
Oh,
Now that you're done physically abusing women.
slapping Taylor. I mean, it's Taylor.
That's true.
What?
Anyway, the question is, are you going to miss Telltale games? And then, in the wake of their imminent closing, are there any other game studios you're worried about meeting the same fate?
I have the last time I played it was one of the Batman ones.
Not really.
It was fine, but I wasn't too invested in it.
I think it's important to state what they did for video games. Not so much like, because like video games went 3D at a certain point, and adventure games did not make that leap,
Nah.
and like they kind of just like died, and like they kind of brought them back, but like they're not great.
I mean, you enjoyed the Borderlands one, but that's just because you like Borderlands.
Yeah,
shit.
well, yeah, and I liked the Walking Dead, and I did the Tales. No, what's the other one called?
The Wolf Among
Wolf
Us?
Among Us. Yeah, like I like those ones, but like they're not great. Like they're good like choose your own adventure type things, but they're not like there's not like any puzzles to solve there really. Like
What they gave you was a story and not necessarily...
well, yeah, when they did they changed up adventure games to be like, instead of being like all comedy, there's like drama to them, and like you wanted to, and like the way the one thing they did well at first anyway was like doing this episodic format. Like they wanted people wanting more. Like it was a talking point for people to just be like, oh, well, what's gonna happen in this next one or whatever, and then they spread themselves too thin and tried to do like 6 at once with the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy one and the Minecraft one and the Batman one, all that crazy shit. But
and that was the cool thing at first with that they did was the whole, like I made a joke earlier about like someone will remember this, and it actually makes like does stuff
when
in
you
the
played
next
it like
episode.
a month later or whatever, it was like, holy shit.
You're like, oh right, I did that thing that I regret right now.
Right, yeah, I regret right now because somebody's coming at you with like a knife or something.
Yeah.
Horrible, but
So I forgot to lock a door like 2 months ago or something.
or just something you said offhand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they should be credited with like bringing that kind of game or just like adventure games back into like the forefront of people's minds kind of going forward, because now it's been this thing where people are more appreciative of like like I was talking about the Messenger earlier, like games with those kind of graphics or whatever. So they kind of like brought that back. So now there are other like real adventure games, I would say, or stuff like that Valhalla game people are playing, or like the 2064 like read-only memories I got for Kane that one time, or that Thimbleweed Park that I didn't play it, but it came out on Switch and like it's been a big thing, or the Tim Schafer one.
The Monkey Island one?
No.
Oh, no
the one where you're like a boy and a girl and they like meet up.
Broken Chalice or something.
It's a
like
Broken
that.
Age.
Broken Age.
Yeah, which was great, but I
Massive
forgot the
Chalice,
name.
Broken Age, yeah.
Massive Chalice, yeah. But yeah, it's just like I feel like they're not completely to be credited for that, but like they definitely brought it back for people in mind, and just created a space where people are like, oh hey, these kind of games are also neat.
This looks interesting.
So,
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, for sure.
And the big thing about Telltale is it's an entry level for people who are like new to games too. You're like, I don't really play video games, and I'm just kind of looking for like a small experience or whatever. Just like, well, here, play a Telltale game.
Yeah. And like for that stuff, I can definitely appreciate them, but like I'm not gonna miss that engine.
No, absolutely not.
They had so much time to fix it, and they just made more games with it.
I just remember just sitting there watching you play one of the Walking Deads, and that guy was just chugging along. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Well, there was like a moment where it's like one of the few like gameplay moments where you have to like aim a gun. And it's like, oh, you can hit this and like delay them, or you miss, and like it just like skipped. I was like, the fuck? And it's like, oh, I missed like the I have to like line up the aiming thing with this circle, and it's like, nope.
That's good.
Just chugged. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I give us Telltale Tater Tot.
I've never actually even played a Telltale.
Oh, no.
I watched my friend Becca play through The Wolf Among Us, and she had just had all the episodes, so we just marathoned it.
Yeah.
And then after she beat it, I was like, oh, I heard there's like multiple endings to this game. And I looked up all the endings, and it was essentially like variations of the same ending, like with very subtle difference.
They don't change that much.
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, oh, they just had to make sure this all came back to like the same endpoint with a different colored bow.
Yeah, your agency doesn't matter that much in these games, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like so.
As far as I know, I mean, I haven't.
I thought, the experience is fun to play, like, if you have all the episodes, but I personally would, like, if I had to wait 2 months for, like, episode 2, I would probably not come back to the game.
But that was, oh, God.
I was going to say, that's just a personal preference, but that worked really well for a lot of other people. Like, they were able to play it for a chunk of time and then come back to it some other time and be able to pick up it again, because, like, it just does, like, oh, last time you played, like, episode recap.
It did, recaps like that. That included your choices and everything, too, so, like.
Yeah, so, like, I thought that was cool, but definitely not for me.
Yeah, that was my big thing going through all those games. Like when they were coming out, I was just like, this game isn't fully out yet. I'm not buying this until it's like that's just like a thing for me. I'm like, I'm not paying for a thing that like isn't, because now it's like if I would have bought the season pass for the final season, it's like, well, you're fucked. Like
but you get nothing.
Like their biggest selling point was like their IPs, and like I'm not a huge fan of like The Walking Dead or like a story mode for Minecraft or any. Literally, the one that I was interested in was The Wolf Among Us, and that was kind of more or less original content. It was like based off of typical fairy tales.
Right.
Big Beowulf, big bad wolf.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thanks.
Yeah, I like to explain jokes.
Great. Thanks, Taylor.
I like that you explain that you like to explain jokes.
Yeah.
Time paradox.
What sucks too is like I really like that one, and then like they got like bigger stuff because they became bigger, and like they never went back to it, and no, they never will. Like they're like finally like, oh, season 2, and like just kidding, we're closed.
Logic.
But like
So
it is
sad.
still sad to hear that the studio closed.
Sure, I mean it's sad when anybody loses their job for sure, but it's just like.
And then like the second part of Radium's question was like, what other studios are you afraid of closing? Like in that sense, to me, it's just like there's a lot. To be honest, like one game doesn't sell well, or like. You know, a lot of AAA studios, they're only doing like safe bets. Like, they're sticking with the tried and true IPs, and they're kind of like making more or less of things that they know will sell well.
Yeah.
And like the true like AAA studio games is something like the next God of War. What's going to be the next God of War like tier game, which is really expensive and hard to make.
Yeah. Well, the big one I'm always scared of is like Platinum, because like they make really good games, but like. Not everyone buys them or whatever.
It's very niche.
And and like they had the big like Xbox exclusive, the what was it called, Scalebound, and like that just like got canceled out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and like that game was like I think was coming along pretty well, and then like it just didn't happen or whatever.
Which one? Because that looked so good.
It did look good, and then like every time they do things that are like blatantly for money, they don't sell well either. Like the fucking TMNT game or the Transformers game.
They did a Korra
game. Yeah, they're just like all trash. And like they barely get like a sequel to Bayonetta out, and it's like because Nintendo like is like, yeah, we'll fucking give you, like they believe in them, so it's like that works. So like there's gonna be a fucking Bayonetta 3 now because of them. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, so it's just like hard when it's just like the one game can pretty much make or break a studio if they really put in a lot of time and effort and funds into one game and it doesn't sell well, like that studio is gonna go down.
Sucks.
And that's really hard to predict like who's gonna happen to next.
Yeah.
You have any like ideas that you'd hate to see go as a studio?
I mean,
it's FromSoft. I know I'm never gonna get a Bloodborne 2 and Dark Souls is basically done, but I want them to still making those type of games.
They're still making Sekiro or whatever.
Yeah, so
that'd be cool.
Which is kind of cool because it's like it's something different.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, I want Bloodborne 2 so bad, but I'm never gonna get it, so it's fine. So it's
yeah.
Like the biased answer would be like, Bungie, I have a friend who works there.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would be fine if he was like, had to find a different job, but it's just like it's extra hard when it's like people
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the Destiny games. I just don't play them that often.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, like, I don't think Capcom's gonna go down. They're just publishing pretty much.
Yeah.
They got Resident Evil and Mega Man money.
Yeah, they got a lot. So I think they're safe. I don't have to worry about them. And there's probably a few more I'm just not able to think of right now.
That's fair.
But like, there's probably games I'm like, oh man, if one of these never gets created again,
it's just like Game Freak goes down or whatever.
No.
Damn.
Not happening. Fuck you, True. They're finally doing a new IP that people are excited about.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, oh, look, a new IP from Game Freak. I'm like, they've done fucking Harmon Knight and the Elephant game, but nobody fucking pays attention to those.
No one does. What are you, Ryan?
I said Platinum.
Platinum? Oh, yeah.
I'll cry.
I'd cry too.
Yeah, it'll be bad.
I already like kind of past crying because of Visceral, but that's just me. That was bound to happen, I guess. Fucking EA. Good damn it.
Yeah, I was sad when like Volition kind of died.
Well,
If Naughty Dog ever is just like, I'm gonna close doors, goodbye, or like Riot, because like those are other like huge companies.
Santa Monica Studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big sads.
it's just like, wow, suddenly there's a lot of unemployed game art.
Yeah, that'd be big. I don't think I'd care if Naughty Dog died though. I'd be like, oh no more third-person shooters. They need to do something else. I'm fucking so sick of it.
Third person fighting.
I don't know.
First person fighting.
I would care in the idea of like, industry like variety and like game variety and like of AAA studios specifically.
Yeah.
Because like more and more it seems like a lot of things have to go either indie or smaller. Like the year
That's
I graduated college, like 4 or 5 different like large studios closed.
Yeah.
And it's like every year there's another one closing or getting bought and like very few up and coming. Like less open.
Yeah.
And constantly closed. So it's kind of like every time one dies, the big pool gets a little smaller.
Yeah, for sure. It's not fun.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
No.
What about Ubisoft? No more Tom Clancy games. Oh no.
Oh god.
I'll be so sad.
Oh, I actually played that a little bit.
What'd you play?
The Siege.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it.
I mean, no one's good when they start.
I used the cheating character though. It was great.
Which one?
Glaz.
Glasgow?
Yeah. I was like, we were in some place where like you can go on like the side of there was like some big building where there's like cops outside.
Yeah.
Like it's like a hotel or something.
Mm-hmm.
And like I go on the side and like someone was like, hey, just go over here as this character and just like wait and just like look through the scope, and I just like saw people crawling out and they're like yellow highlight. I'm like, okay, I win.
He's
broken.
He's one of the only people that can shoot through windows too.
That's crazy.
Like there's did you play on the plane yet?
I've played the plane. I haven't played as him though.
When you play as him, you could shoot through the windows and they can't shoot out because the windows are bulletproof. But he has like his bullets can penetrate it. And I didn't realize that the first time. So
That's
when I saw him in a
awesome.
window, I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I was like, "Ding, ding, ding, ding," and then like I just see my bullets hit the window and he just looks and like, "Gong," and just kills me. I was like,
god, that's awesome.
But I was like, "Fuck." So
I need to try that next time.
yeah, do it. It'll make people fucking lose their goddamn minds.
Apparently, they're really strict on that game too. Like
Yeah.
if you team kill in that game, you can get banned now
Uh-huh.
for like temporary, but still, it's like, yo, what if you're just bad?
Yeah, I've had instances where people just like they get run into my field of fire and they just
What if you're that character that drops like 40 grenades through a wall or whatever? That fucker.
Oh, Fuse.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuse is great. If you're too scared to
Son.
use Fuse, you can use Ying. She's basically like a safe version because she has like
I don't know if I've seen Ying. I'd have to buy that character.
Ying's a cute, probably. Yeah.
I haven't bought anybody.
Okay.
I keep playing as the guy that puts down shirts. That's what they every
It's
time.
not shirts.
That's what they say. The guys I play with are like, "Yeah, put down your shirts."
It's It's Rook and his trauma plates.
Yeah, the trauma plates. And he's like, yo, put down shirts. So the icon's like a t-shirt.
There's a
or
good
something.
Christmas comic with it where he like puts down the shirts. Like not trauma plates, there's Christmas sweaters. But like in the back, Pulse is still fucking working. He's like, God damn it, where the fuck?
That's great. Shirts.
I like Pulse.
Anyway.
Do his work.
Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Telltale. Sniffing in this show.
All right, someone's got it. Eric isn't here.
Great.
Please.
I can't stop. Too strong.
Okay, now let's questions.
Noel.
Yeah.
He says, how do ye feel about a full AAA game requiring you to download an app or a game on your phone to get everything in said game? What? He asks because Kingdom Hearts 3 requires you to download Kingdom Hearts UX. Cucks? I don't know. What does that say? True. Oh shit.
Oh god, it's gone. Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't real. It's never gonna be.
What does that say? After DL.
KHUX.
Yeah, cucks.
Not.
to get you have to do that to get a keyblade in the game. He says this literally hurt his soul.
There was one instance where I thought that was cool. And it wasn't just to get everything. It was just like, it was when the Division first came out, and you can get like one of your friends like on a tablet, and they're basically in control of a drone, basically, and they can fly around and like map things for you. And then they're like, okay, my shit breaks over, goodbye, and then they just like leave. And I thought that was cool because that was cool, like drop in, drop out. I don't even know if they still support that anymore, but that was the only instance I thought that was cool. I didn't like that. I mean, there's that one where you can be the dog in GTA 5 or whatever. You can train the dog.
That's a separate app?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Teach him not to.
Have you had anything like that?
I like it when it's like supplementary.
Like what?
So I think I have not actually had like a companion app like downloaded in my phone, but I think Assassin's Creed had that.
Oh, maybe.
For like various like missions or something, you could do like side missions on your phone.
Well, I think they had a thing for Black Flag where you had like a whole like fleet. Like you can like get other ships and like you can like manage like that on the side, and like when you started the game, you just like had the bonuses of like you have more fur or some bullshit.
I like it when it's like minorly like supplementary stuff, and like or like when it's something like ridiculously dumb, like it's not quite the same, but equivalent, like it's the equivalent of like having the Tingle Tuner on GameCube Wind Waker.
Oh yeah.
Where like you just have like a secondary thing to do something very innocuous like related to the game, or cause trouble.
Tingle Tuner is such shit if you had a bad friend.
Yeah.
They could just like target you and explode.
Brian, like, because it would take like your own rupees. It would take my rupees to buy, and he would just drop bombs on me.
I know.
It was the worst.
Yeah, shit.
I never asked him to play with me again.
Yeah, no.
You had it coming.
It's hard
I did.
life.
Yeah, I know.
Don't feel sorry for her.
Yeah, well.
Do feel sorry for me.
No.
You've met Brian.
Yeah, I know. I probably would have done the same thing in his shoes.
But like the thing that kind of sucks is like back to the Kingdom Hearts. Like you only get this Keyblade if you have this app installed. Is like, you know, in 10 years from now, like that app will probably like not work with most phones or something like stupid like that, which would mean like you can't get that item anymore.
That app doesn't work with like iOS 17 or whatever by the time it's like 5 years from now.
So like that kind of stuff is just like it's preventing you from completing or getting everything in the game. Yeah. Because you have to have it.
Kind of. I feel that if video games also weren't a thing where like in 5 years there's going to be the complete edition of Kingdom Hearts 3 and you'll just have that on there anyway. So like
Kingdom Hearts 3.5.
Exactly. Yeah. 3.1 or whatever they do.
72. Negative
3.8.
Long division.
Yeah. Ah, fuck.
What?
Charlie horse. So no, it's fine.
Ow.
I mean, between that, it's like, would you rather do the stupid app thing, or would you rather have to like buy like cans of Mountain Dew to get the code to get like a special item?
Or could you imagine being like a kid and not having like a tablet or a phone or anything, and just not being able to get something?
Yeah, that would suck.
It's just like, this is targeted at people who have, or like just having a smartphone.
But
like
smartphone, yeah, like not everyone has that.
Well, having a smartphone and then it not like the app not being compatible.
Oh, that would suck.
Like, because you have an older smartphone or something like that. Like, oh, I would be so mad if I'm like, oh, I can't get this on my app because my phone is too old by a year or something stupid.
Yes. True, you just reminded me of somebody. I know this guy that fucking. There was like a special Doritos. And they were giving out Xbox One X. Yeah. And like he bought as many Doritos as it would be to like without going over the price of one of those.
Mm-hmm.
On Xbox One X, like $500,
Oh my
$400 or whatever. So you got $400 worth of Doritos and like won 3 of them.
Holy shit.
It was awesome. He's like, I don't do with all these fucking Doritos though, man. He's like,
He put it in his fucking bathtub.
yeah, he posts a picture like a fucking grocery cart full of them.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, fucking full of them. But
That's a
yeah,
lot.
people do that shit. But no, going back to this app thing though, there's a game I played as a phone game called Year Walk.
Yeah.
I've talked about. I don't know if I talked about it on here, but I've talked about it before somewhere.
Yeah, you've mentioned it.
And that game, it's weird because that game is an app. This is a phone game, and like it has a secondary app, which is like Your Walk is a game where you're basically like exploring the woods for like weird mythological shit.
Yeah.
And it's a very like story driven game or whatever. But like the second app on that, you can only get by if you've bought the first one or whatever. You can unlock it and get it through like whatever store.
Yeah.
And it's a separate app on your phone. You have to like switch between them. And like the second app is like a journal of like basically like where to go in the game. Like it tells you like certain clues or whatever and things like that. And that kind of thing was neat. Just to be like, oh, I'm like referencing this separate like thing like you would if you were exploring the woods and had to look at like a journal or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of neat instead of it being like a weird swipe up
Like
thing like in the
milestones and
app
shit
or
like
whatever.
that.
Yeah, just little like
Is that the one it's like 2D and you can kind of go like from like forward or backward or
yeah,
something?
and you can like kind of like look side to side.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
there's like a weird goat man in it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's scary. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good though.
I've watched it.
I think they've put that. I don't know.
It's on PC.
Yeah, I think they've put it on like consoles and stuff too, which I don't know how that works with the separate. It's probably just like a fucking sub menu or something or whatever.
Yeah.
I imagine PC it's like a separate window though or something.
Oh, it
Neat.
might be.
That'd be
I
cool.
don't remember. But yeah, I
love when they
remember
do-
what you were talking about.
But yeah, it was stuff like that where it's like substantial, where it's like a part of the game. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of neat. But yeah, if it's just like to unlock a fucking item or whatever, that sucks.
Yeah.
But,
And it's like, this is the item you need to beat the final boss.
That just reminds me, I actually do like companion apps. Like whenever I was playing Binding of Isaac, I had like the companion app. I'm like, okay, what's this power up?
oh, you had like the wiki or whatever.
Yeah.
Open,
You could like search items by like description. So
Yeah.
like,
Or there was a thing on that where you could have it open and by image and just like be like, I know what this looks like, but I don't know what it's called.
yeah.
And we could just like look through all of it, and it was like sorted by color or whatever. So we just like we just go through and be like, oh, here it is.
And I also had a Monster Hunter companion app. So I was like, oh, where do I get Monster Keen Bone Plus? And then you just like search
God,
it.
I remember that. Just like when you guys were playing Try and like 3U or whatever. Just like,
Yeah.
just so much, just like wikis. Just everywhere.
God damn it.
The scholars.
So yeah, it's kind of convenient to like just have it on your phone, like as like a companion app, because like if especially if you have the game on console or something that you're not just like can tab out and open up an internet browser on your computer.
Right.
I like companion apps, like even official or non-official, but I still stand by. I don't like that you get items from it like substantially.
That you
like,
need it to get the
yeah.
item.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should just be a supplement, not a requirement. And if you get something substantial from it, it feels like a requirement.
Use code word blow at checkout to get a free King Blade. It's this
Great.
one that's on my own.
No.
JK. That's not a Keyblade.
It is a Keyblade. You admitted it.
No, shut up. It's
Here,
not real.
First.
It's not real.
Niall also wants to know what's the first game you remember playing.
Eh.
A Link to the Past.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's pretty definitive.
Yeah.
Good.
I think.
Mine is like 1 of 5. I never know. My grandma had like Ski Freak or Ski Free, whatever that game's called, when the Yeti comes and eats you eventually when you're skiing down.
Mhm.
And we also had Chips Challenge on that computer. MS DOS.
What does that mean?
It was a game where like you're in like a rectangle and you had to like get the blue shoes to go through like the ice and get the red shoes to go through fire, and like it was just like you eventually get like a key or a chip and then you can go to the next area. And then we also had an NES that was my aunt's that she left there when she went to college because I was like 3 or whatever when she went to college, and that had Mario and Duck Hunt like as like a on the
Yeah.
same like cartridge or whatever. I don't think we had the gun thing though. Like I might have
The Zapper.
like technically it could be my first game was like I tried Duck Hunt. I was like, oh, I don't have the thing to play this. Fuck this. But like that would be my first game, I guess technically, because I started that up. Or it's Mario. I usually go with Mario when people ask this question, just because
Yeah.
like that's the game everyone knows. They'd be like, Chips Challenge. What the fuck's that? I'd be like, okay. And the other game they had was Excite Bike, which
Excite Bike was always cool.
it was neat, but it wasn't something I played very long. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm playing the same like 3 levels.
There's like 3 things it could be. It was either Super Metroid, which is the one, because then these are all stuff like my cousins had. So
Yeah.
it was either Super Metroid. It was either that. I don't know if anyone remembers. It was like the weird like kung fu game where you walk around and guys wearing white and you have to like fight like, just like it was like a beat 'em up.
Okay.
and you just like go through and you did kung fu and
Are you
shit.
sure you're not thinking of like Prince of Persia?
No, I'm not thinking
Like
Prince of Persia at all.
like Apple II one or whatever.
No. And then other than that, it was the Yonoid.
Oh no.
They made a game for that, and that was really cool and creepy. But like, I get fucked up on the ice
the
levels.
pizza thing?
The pizza. I didn't know it was a
Oh my
pizza
God,
thing
it is,
until
yeah.
after.
Avoid the Noid, Churro.
Avoid the Noid. That thing was fucking terrifying to look
It's
at.
based on like a real man that was like crazy.
Ugh.
I'll pull it
Was
up.
he the Noid?
He was.
But yeah, there was like an NES game or something that I.
Yo, Noid.
Yeah, Yo-Yo-Noid or Yo-Noid, whatever. I don't know how we got it. I don't know if it came with a pizza or whatever. But
Have you
like,
seen that, Taylor?
I have not.
It's horrifying.
It's terrifying.
Look, this is
Yo-Yo
the-
Noid.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't get a bigger image.
he's like
of
this
it.
creepy
Yo, Noid.
rabbit-looking man.
He's got like a fucking real man's jaw.
Yeah, it's really.
horrible. Oh no, did you see that, Churro?
What? See what was there?
Yo, Noid dabbing.
He's dabbing on
Oh
the
my
noids.
God.
This is still making content.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. But yeah, I definitely played that, and I got pretty far. But like I said, it was there's those ice levels that just fucked me up. Cause
See, if you were just to describe this game to me, and I didn't look it up, I would say you were lying.
uh-huh.
If you told me a weird man in a rabbit jumpsuit that
with a
was
yo-yo,
like, with a yo-yo platformer.
I looked up the Noid on Wikipedia.
yeah,
And there's like the description of them and like all like those characteristics or whatever. First appearance 1986, and then created by Group 243. I don't know what that is. Voiced by Pons Mar.
excuse me,
Sounds like a Star Wars character.
Pons Mall.
And then it has information: gender, male, occupation, ruining pizza. Like what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
The weird like claymation shit with him freaked me the fuck out. I was like, because I was like extra small, and I saw him in a Michael Jackson thing once.
Oh my god.
That. Found some of that claymation.
So yeah, okay. This is what I was thinking of. On January 30th, 1989. Listen, Kenneth. Great. Kenneth Lamar Noid, a mentally ill man who thought the ads were a personal attack on him, held two employees at an Atlanta Domino's restaurant hostage for 5 hours after forcing them to make a special pizza, a salad, and making demands for $100,000, getaway transportation, and a copy of The Widow's Son. What the fuck is that? Noid surrendered to the police. What is The Widow's Son? This is a hole I don't want to go down right
It's
now.
like The Witcher.
I don't want to go down this Noid hole.
Noid hole. Oh, it's a book, part of the historical Illuminatus Chronicles. This goes deep. I can't get into this right now.
Ball so hard. That shit right.
Kenneth Lamar Noid. This is horrible.
Kenneth Lamar Noid.
Why couldn't you have said a more normal answer like the 7-Up game?
I would have liked to, but I didn't
love the
play
7-Up
that
game.
There's a 7-Up
After
game?
the incident ended, Police Chief Reed Miller told reporters he's paranoid.
Listen, I would have even taken the Pepsi Man game over this.
Pepsi Man is a hero. Sure, you should cosplay as the Noid.
No, I hate him. He's gonna haunt my dreams tonight.
He's like 40% face. It's horrifying. Oh god, it's so gross. He's like the original rabbit.
He's something. He's a man.
Horrible. Anyway,
Yeah,
thanks, Niall.
they made a game
Somehow,
about
this is your fault.
I'm gonna still blame Churro.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
my
true. Oh, Benjamin has a question.
Benji.
He says, "Have you ever guys touched butts at each other?"
Well, Eric's not here, so that's who I touched the butt at.
What?
Huh?
That's the question. Have you guys ever touched butts at each other?
Have you touched butt?
Have you touched butt?
Does it
You
mean
may
like
spank-
okay? I
Only once.
I spanked it only once. I'm
And Taylor's
confused.
coming at me
I
with,
need
like-
I need a slight clarification. Like,
I don't think you can get it.
am I touching my butt to someone else's butt, or are we just mutually butt touching? Like,
I don't know.
you know, Hong
it's
Kong.
not clear.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. I hope she means my face.
Let me measure those cheeks.
Oh god. I know,
'Cause
he accompanied it with this picture. Bongo cat on the butt. Have you bongoed a butt before?
Have you bungled my butt?
Have one of ours, apparently.
apparently,
Touch
like
butts at each other?
Taylor must have bungled my butt at some point.
Probably. That
At
sounds like something
some
she'd do.
point.
great.
I put it out there a lot. I was like, "Hey Taylor, check this out."
I was gonna say because like I constantly just like kind of like hip bump people, so like that's kind of like a butt to butt, cheek touch.
I feel like me and True have sat on the same couch, and like our asses are so large that they go out the sides and like touch.
Yeah, maybe.
So like, I don't know if that means butt touching.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
and like I've slapped people's butts, and they have slapped mine in return.
That's true.
But
I don't know about each other's though.
I actively like go for Eric's butt.
That's true. I've seen it.
So-
That's why he doesn't have one. You constantly keep it down.
What's friendship between a few mutual butt squeezes?
That's true.
Yeah, you know.
Niall expands on the question.
I don't want Niall expanding.
69.
He said, did you like touching butts?
I'm a fan of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of butts.
Yeah. And then
that's the power walk of a man who's about to slap it more than once.
Jorge Suarez wants to know. He says, in line with the Niall question.
No.
Oh no! So that's for a different one. Niall's a separate question. He says, he says, yo. He says, Bowsette though.
Yeah, buddy.
So in case nobody knows what we're talking about, which
Listen,
seems impossible, but
at first,
I know.
I was telling them earlier, I blinked and Bowsette was a thing.
I have a descriptive infograph for you.
Ooh, woo.
So I'm not going to post the whole thing, but yeah, basically there's a oh fuck. There's like this item in the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe game coming for Switch.
Yeah.
It's a crown that pops up, and when you get it as Toadette, you become Peachette.
Yeah.
And it's like Toadette, but like Peach features.
Yeah.
And so there people were like, what if Bowser got that crown? And they made it like this like hot
sultry
Peach Bowser, which is like all dressed in black and has like spikes and
a choker,
all this stuff, and like it's weird fantasy garbage. Yeah,
big boof.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I know.
I'm
aware of it. I could just like hold this like over here.
So yeah, that's the thing. What do you think about Bowsette, Taylor?
Stroking the puss.
The cookie puss?
Full of paper clips.
No! What do you think of Bowsette, Taylor?
She's fine.
She's fine.
She's okay.
Is it a she still, or is it Bowser?
It's Bowser.
It's Bowser.
Yeah.
So is a man. I've seen that image already. I've seen Bowsette with a dick. It's pretty bad.
They're fine. I'm just gonna use gender neutral pronouns.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Zim zim zalabim. Am I right?
No, that's fine. And then Niall. So this is Jorge's question. He says, in line with what Niall said, question for Kane, which he's not here. He says maybe he can phone it. I actually asked Kane about this, so we're good. He says, does Bowsette change the I'd fuck ratings at all? Yeah, because he has like his list of things he'd fuck. Yeah. And I asked Kane in a DM. Let me go to it.
He slid into Kane's DMs about Bowsette.
About Bowsette.
How many eggplants did he send back?
Hang on.
I thought you were about to say 6. I was like, wow.
No. I sent him. I asked him. We got a question on the podcast asking if you'd add Bowsette to your I'd fuck list, and then just like in all caps with like spaces between each letter, just says "Sign me up." So yes. And then he says, while we're at it, we can also go ahead and tick off Elora and Bianca for the Spyro Ring Masters because they've been getting fan art too. So she's a fawn.
She's something.
She's fine.
Oh, stop it!
Fawn.
Stop it!
Sorry, I tried. Taylor's here. It affects me.
Terrible jokes.
So yeah, Kane would fuck. And then he said, and he has 2 questions, but we'll go to this other one. He says, question 1 is open to everyone as well. I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, and
I'd
then
cover her.
Her?
Them. Him.
He'd cover them ditties.
Spiky ditties.
God, Joe. Have you seen the comic where somebody's already fed up with it?
No.
And there's a comic.
Oh,
with the lava?
Yeah, and the lava becomes sexy. It's crazy.
Woo. You see Peachaboo?
Yeah.
It was
this
extra
one?
cute. Yeah.
I like the joke where it's like, shouldn't it technically be, oh god.
Pizza.
Haven't you seen this key list?
It would technically be Peacher, because it's Peachette, and then Bowser would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got the naming wrong.
My favorite is this image of Bowser.
Oh my god, send that to me.
Chilling.
I need it.
I found this one image where it's like more Bowser, except Bowser is pink.
Uh-huh.
And that's the version.
Well, that's because you like the big daddy.
The thick daddy.
Thick daddy.
If you had like Peach and Bowser just lined up, I'd be like, Bowser.
It's pretty good.
Sounds
Daddy.
good.
Also, for some reason, sorry, just to bring this up real quick, even though I can tell you about this later, in my images next to the Peachette stuff, there's also this guy from Hero Academia who can like go through walls and shit. He has like Fallout Boy face. So he just, I keep seeing pictures of that with like other pictures of people going through walls, and they're like same energy. So it's like same energy. The fucking sauce dog. And then also him, and then like it's weird. Same energy for sure.
People are freaking out about that arc that's
Also
about to
this.
happen. Apparently. God.
When someone finds out you like anime, but they like it too, and it's just like his dialogue from that. He's like, trash, right? He's like, yep. He's like, yep.
That's how me and Taylor met.
Good.
Trash.
Yep.
Anyway,
She
so
blonde,
yeah.
She blonde trash.
Sorry,
I
yeah.
brown
Apparently, yeah, that arc's gonna be really good. I don't know.
trash.
Whatever.
It's tragic.
Gotten too far off of this.
Never.
Anyway, yeah. So Bowsette, everybody. Time to fuck Bowser, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Like
People joining late to the bandwagon.
Yeah, there's plenty of people that wanted to fuck Bowser. Fuck forever ago. Get with it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, man. Call them big dick sliders.
No. Why sliders?
Huh?
Anyway.
I think I'm hungry.
I'm hungry too. Oh man.
You have food downstairs. Eat it.
Shut up. Fuck you.
Eat shit.
Bowsette. Anyway, his other question is for a more serious question. He says, well, I meant to look this up. Fuck. Now I'm on the same page as all of you, but you guys have answers right away and I don't. For a more serious question, what has been one of your favorite Easter eggs in a game?
Ooh.
I'm going to look some up.
One
'cause that's what I
one
do.
of my favorites that's just like a small little thing is just I guess it's an Easter egg, and is in Vanquish you can come up on like these robots and they have like a little boombox and they're like breakdancing and shit like that. And it's like, this looks fun, and then you can just like fuck and then just destroy them. I don't know why
pretty
that always like just shit where like shit's like weird things are dancing. That always like makes me laugh.
One of the
What?
reasons I played Super Mario RPG was because it's like, if in the little hotel, like Link is sleeping in the beds. If
Oh my
you,
God. Yeah, that's, you're just like, oh, he's sleeping. You're staring out for him.
no, like it's like the beginning of A Link to the Past.
It's the beginning of any of his games. He's asleep in all of them almost.
But it was
He's a lazy
specifically
fuck.
that one was A Link to the
Oh,
Past.
Okay.
That was actually one of the reasons I did pick up Mario RPG. I was like, I want to see the Link Easter egg.
I want to see Link sleeping.
I mean, I can see Link sleeping.
And he wakes his
When I
eyes
start
open, and you're
opening
just
it
like,
again. He doesn't wake up.
ever. You've drugged him.
Why?
One of the best.
Why
One,
am
of,
I
one of the
creepy?
best. One of the best
Shut up.
Easter eggs is actually in Snake Eater when you get those like little Mario and Yoshi like trophies like around. You have to shoot them and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Well, I don't know if it's an Easter egg. I think it's just a skin thing.
Easter egg, Ocarina of Time, seeing all the Mario characters.
Yeah, I don't remember.
When you go to meet Zelda for the first time in like that little courtyard,
Zelda.
you can like look in the windows on either side, and you see like Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser in the portraits inside
Oh,
Hyrule Castle.
is that like the? Oh, in portraits on like stained glass or whatever.
Mm.
Ah, well, they have a missed opportunity then, didn't they?
They actually they did like a stained glass Easter egg in Wind Waker with
Yeah.
like the old sages and all that.
That's cool.
That's nah.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Thanks.
So
Do you have an answer yet?
I was looking. So the thing that comes to mind for me is Halo, always.
yeah.
Mhm.
Because like I would always play those games with Kane,
Uh-huh.
and he would be super big into like getting out of maps or like doing things like that. And like we started that with Halo 2. I remember there was one time there was like the prophet guys you fight, those dudes, like those old alien looking dudes in
Yeah.
like the floating chairs. He was like very sure that you could like melee and get onto like one of the hijack their chairs and like drive it around, even though like once you fucking kill that guy it just goes to a
goes to a
cutscene.
cutscene,
It's
yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing? But like he tried that forever, and like he would just do a whole bunch of things like that. And I remember one of the first ones he showed me is like in, I forget what the place is called, but you can find like a scarab gun, which is like
Yeah.
a gun that shoots like scarab laser. It's like Kamehameha,
fucking crazy, yeah.
kill everything. But in that same level, you can also find a giant soccer ball, which like when you move it around, it can like, it like fucking blows up tanks. It's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's like this large, like it takes up like, it's like,
Half the screen.
it's just like because you're going through like buildings.
It's like a griff ball.
You're going down like a street with like skyscrapers on either side, and it takes up like the whole, like both lanes of the street, like on either side of the road or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just, yeah, it's I mean, no, it's like rendered like a soccer ball. Like it's just like
Oh, it's just a
a straight up
soccer
soccer ball. Yeah, so it's awesome. Yeah, and then there's scarab guns, and apparently you can get 2 of them, but we never did that for whatever reason. That was in Halo 2. Halo 3 was a big thing. We got that because like we got that new and like it was fresh for both of us. And we tried to like get out of maps in some areas, and some of them we could find and like it would just like repeat the same area forever, and that would be kind of just like, well, we did it, but it's just weird. And there's other things like there's one I couldn't find it when I was trying to look it up, but there's like a developer or something. It's just like a cardboard cutout of them. If you like go off like a certain side of the map, he's just like there. And like you can like ping him and he like hops, but it's just like this. It's just like a cardboard cutout of this guy in like jeans. I'm like, what the fuck is this doing on my Halo?
Halo.
It is.
What's the does the things the Sheikah stones count as Easter eggs when you can do funny shit to them?
Oh, like the little
That's kind of
bombs
just like
and
in
stuff.
the game, right? Kind of.
It's kind of an Easter egg.
When they like blast off or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
launch
neat.
into space
Yeah.
when you bomb them. Yeah.
Or even, go ahead.
I was just gonna say in Halo 3, there's these big vehicles in one of the the biggest like desert map. There's these vehicles called elephants.
Mm-hmm.
They can hold like 8 characters or 8 players at the same time or whatever. And there was a thing in Halo 3. There was a version of it called Forge where you could like make your own map and like customize and put everything in it. And you could choose that map and put a scorpion in that map and then like ram it into the elephant and make it flip over. And then you could get the button prompt to like flip a vehicle because you can do that with every vehicle.
Yeah.
And apparently you could do it with those also. And you flip it, it just kills your whole team.
Oh my god!
Because it flips at like the same rate that you would flip like a warthog or whatever. It's like whoop.
And that thing was
But it's like
huge,
it's
yeah.
fucking like it's enough to fit 8 like Spartans
I
or whatever.
remember,
So yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
It was big.
It's like a big rectangle though.
It doesn't move very fast at all.
No,
It's
it doesn't. It's like I don't even know I was in there really. Just for like it's
Just
moving cover, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it wasn't fast at all. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
that map sucked though. I hate it.
the middle of that map was fun with like all the man launchers or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
whatever. There's definitely better maps in that game.
yeah. What was I about to say? Fuck. What was I thinking?
What's that map called?
Hi, Taylor.
Sand Trap,
Sand Trap.
of course.
New zombie.
Anyway, what?
Nope, train of thought's gone.
Okay, sorry, Sand Trap got you.
Yeah, I got trapped by the sand trap. I got caught.
I thought we had a real last question left, and now we don't.
What's the real?
Raphael wants to know if you had to touch butts with each other, who would you choose?
Since she's here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a safe choice.
Non-discriminatory butt touching
Yeah.
for all.
I'd probably have to be
For all.
Taylor also. I don't know.
Run, Taylor, run.
I feel like if me and Churro touch butts, we get tangled up. It'd be bad.
Yeah,
It'd be like
I'd
a
be
weird
like-
cat dog.
I'd be like, wait a minute. Like, why can't I?
It'd be like that weird Dexter's Lab where he joins beards with Action Hank, but it'd be our asses.
Action, hey. Or our ass beards.
Yes. It'd be horrible.
All right, it's me, Captain Ashbearer.
Great. Another time in my life where I'm just the default.
Sorry.
No one actually wants to pick me. It's just like I'm the worst, least evil.
I mean, we're like environmental hazards on our own.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like, you
Tell me more.
know. Uh-huh. I mean, by all means, Tater Tot. Here it is.
Oh, no.
Mutual butt touching for
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
What's wrong?
Tired.
Who do you think Who do you think Eric would butt touch? Let's speculate.
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
His butt?
No, I don't think so.
No.
He doesn't have a butt. You hear that, Eric? No butt.
It's because you smack it down all the time.
Yeah, man.
No, teach it its place.
Because it's a Doug trio. It's like Diglett Doug, trio. Except it's his cheeks. I'm like,
He has
fuck.
3 butt cheeks.
Yeah. Do you not?
Also, going back to that question of the Bowsette thing, he would also, Eric,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
but he'd prefer the ghost one.
Yeah. I mean,
We saw that.
cute. I like the white hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a little too transparent for me.
But it's because she's shy.
Fucking get it. It's like when I come home and I see that dog and I'm like, sup, dog? I'm like, get it, because you're a dog.
Because it's gonna be a ghost.
Yeah. That too.
I'm like, there's a
Soon.
cold spot here. Oh, it's you. It's haunting.
Oh, good. It'll join this with all the other souls.
The cat pussy.
Ryan,
Call it a cat pussy.
I'm glad you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week it'll be fucking October. I can't avoid it anymore.
You can't.
Yeah.
You won't.
I can't.
I couldn't. Doctor, no, I couldn't. And then I'll get you a jack-o'-lantern for this before I go. Oh, my God. You better fucking put it up.
We have a really obnoxious one.
Yeah?
It's like motion censored. It's like, Happy Halloween. But like nobody's around it and it still goes off anyway. It's
Nice.
so bad.
That means it's haunted.
It is haunted.
It's cursed.
Oh, I don't know if we still have it anymore. We used to have like blow up Oogie Boogie. It was like 6 feet tall.
Jesus.
Just blow him up inside this room. Just be like, here's Churro.
I'm a gambling boogeyman.
No, we'll have that stuff up before you leave. All the Halloween
Good.
stuff. We'll decorate for the whole month.
I'll
You
be
have a whole month of your garbage.
Yay.
And then 2 months of Christmas.
2 months.
Or at least 5 weeks.
Yeah, there you go. I don't mind if you extend Christmas a bit, but you celebrate Halloween first.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Christmas is like
Grimace.
November 26th to like.
I thought about putting up like little like cobwebs and shit in my room, but they're already there naturally.
I don't know how much I'm going to decorate this room up or not, but we'll see.
Because I need like at
Just
least
get a green screen and just start
I
like
have one.
filtering in. Yeah. Just like put a decoration like on the green screen.
put like a ghosty goo up there.
Ghosty goo.
Yeah,
You don't have to.
Meltan.
Meltdown. It's so funny because I was like, I'm like, how can I decorate my room to a point where it's spooky, but it's not gonna freak people? Like if someone went into my room, like if they
No
needed
one
to
goes
grab
into your
something,
That's true.
if someone had to like go in there and like grab something, they go in and there's like hanging like you know those fun like decorations that are like heads that are hanging by chains. I can get like a couple of those, just have them hang there.
Just hanging out.
Yeah,
That sounds like
I'll
awful.
say, look, head, but I'm tisk.
Also, if anyone's going into your room for things, they're like bringing a shovel because all your fucking trash is everywhere.
Yeah, man, it's a tomb.
They're not going into your room for anything. They won't be able to find anything. They're just going in to like witness how you live.
Yeah, and it's a good way to live.
All right, we're
What's
done.
Wow.
Are we done? Are
Yeah, we
doing
can
one?
end on that note.
Okay.
Churro's sad room.
Short episode.
not sad.
That's how it goes, though. Sometimes you just go short.
Yeah,
Anyway,
short.
thank you for listening.
69. What's wrong?
I was gonna thank you guys for joining me, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sad about it. Yeah, thanks for joining me. Thank you guys for listening. If you're listening. Oh, there's like a whole chat going. We
Very
missed it.
well. Tell me more. What if we were? What if we make his house like a Dracula?
What?
Like a
Oh,
Dracula house.
we had a listener that had they were themed for our episode.
What's that?
I don't know if they're still here.
What is
It
it?
says I just 69 my sister.
Nice.
Yeah.
69.
There you go.
Goodbye, everybody.
Taylor's so done.
Oni-chan, no? Oni-chan, yes.
God.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're not going to stop this episode. You can catch us on most podcast services except SoundCloud.
oh yeah.
You can find us on Twitter.
SoundCloud's garbage.
Ryan's at.
Rush 20XX.
I'm at Churros.
Taylor's-
Taylor's at.
The foe.
Yeah, go hunt us down. Send us.
Go haunt us down.
Go haunt us down.
Ah.
Send us all your lewd comments and your obscene faces. What? I love looting things. That's how Bowsette happened. Maybe. Oh, we can make a lewd like Meltan. Give him some ditties.
He's already like a gunk
He's a
with like fucking.
he's
nut.
a big nut.
He's a big nut.
I
with
love
a
him.
gunk.
Churro, at moments like this, I'm glad you don't like draw.
Yeah,
Like you draw, but
Yeah.
like you don't like.
I'm not good at it.
I wish
No, I was
wish
gonna say
I wish I
that.
did draw for stuff like this. Just be like, yes.
Like I would just draw a ditto with a nut.
Oh, Raphael
And
was
some
in
ditties.
the comments. He says, "You're welcome for ending on a serious question." Fuck you. Touching butts.
I appreciate
Man, I
it.
totally missed.
I love butts.
I liked the butt questions.
I'm so sorry we missed the Twitch chat. It wasn't going on for like the first half hour, so I just didn't pay attention. I need to get a better thing for that.
I also love thighs.
Anyway, yeah, thanks for listening. Yeah, you love thighs, I know. We're done. See you next week.
Ladies.
Bye.
Bye 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 bye.